What up, squad? It is day 14. It is the end of week 2. And it's day 14. So tomorrow will be the start of week 3. And I'm not going to say it's not been hard these 2 weeks, because it has been. I've been extremely committed and just focused on where I want to be, and that's one of the things that really gets me through. But like last night, I was like, my insomnia was just really kicking in, and I couldn't get to sleep, which is a change, because for the past like 2 weeks I've been getting to sleep really early and everything. But I was awake, and through the night my cravings, I don't know what it was, but I was just like, oh my god. So I just stayed on my bed. I was like, if I get up and go in there, it's gonna be bad. So I just kept to myself. My bed, just got focused on the TV and just kept watching it because I couldn't sleep, and I didn't want to risk like losing the progress that I've made so far and stuff. So yeah, that's basically one of the things I was going through yesterday, or not yesterday, but at least last night, like midnight, 1 o'clock. I think that's about when it started. Really, I started getting hungry, and that was because usually I'm asleep by then. So then I sleep for 6 to 7 hours, and then I'm awake, and then I'm usually up for like 2 hours before I even get hungry again. And yeah, I don't know. It was just because I was still awake, I guess. That was when my hunger was still there. Plus, I didn't really drink as much water as I usually drink, and especially right before I go to bed, I like to drink a very tall glass of water, probably like a 20-ounce glass, just so that I'm hydrated before I go to sleep, because I'm not going to be awake to drink anything. And because of my BiPAP machine and everything, it dries out my my mouth and my throat sometimes. So that's why I usually try and drink a good amount of water, and just to stay as hydrated as possible. So yeah. I appreciate all you guys' support and everybody that's been adding me on Snapchat. I've been responding to everybody that responds to me or that messages me. I definitely send you guys replies and everything, so you guys should definitely add me on Snapchat if you have it. If you don't have it, you should go get it and then add me. But yeah. Yes, the Snapchat. That is where you'll see all the funninessness. Yes. All of the epicnesses of Roberto. Yes. Nah, on my Snapchat and stuff, I'm just kind of a goof. So I think I said that before. I'll be on there, like my favorite song will be on or something like that, and I'll just start rocking out to it, then singing that, or switch to the different filters and use those, and I don't know. I just try to. I'm just genuinely myself. When I'm myself, completely is when I can be like funny, I guess. So I mean, that's what my Snapchat, at least that's what whoever's added me on Snapchat has found out. So I mean, you guys see glimpses of that while I'm on here, but it's kind of hard to like stay in that little character that I have for an extended amount of time. So yeah. I don't know why I say yeah a lot, but I guess I don't really have anything else to say. But I mean, everything's been really positive lately, and every person that I've been in contact with for basically the past 2 weeks, I've been just spreading the power of like positive thinking and stuff like that. And I've been telling them about what I'm doing and why it's helping me and where I hope to be at in the future and stuff. So, yeah. I hope you guys are all having a positive day, because the power of positivity will get you through the day. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, brother. Oh, yeah. When the Macho Man Randy Savage comes in the ring, it's a done deal. Yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim. Oh, yeah. What you gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania comes running wild through you? Again, I'm a huge WWE nerd fan. So, I mean, I don't really talk about them on here just because there's so many other people to talk about their reviews and their favorite wrestlers and everything else like that. So, some of the things that, like, I guess some of the things that I enjoy in my life are different types of anime. I really enjoy, like, I'm caught up and current on Dragon Ball Super, and that's ending soon. Oh my god, I'm so mad that it's ending soon. But it's been so epic. And I'm current on, like, Naruto. I've seen all the episodes of Naruto. And I've seen the complete series of Bleach. And there's a couple of other ones that I finished. I'm pretty deep into One Piece as well. Fairy Tail, that's another one. There's this one that I just finished watching not that long ago. It's called A Certain Magical Index. There's 2 seasons of that. That's like 50 episodes. And then there's actually a spin-off of that as well. There's a lot of really good... Oh, Death Note. That's another really good one. Attack on Titans. My Hero Academia. Sword Art Online. Oh my god, dude. Sword Art Online is so epic. I cannot wait for Season 3. And I was really one of the... Like, when I was watching a bunch of different anime, I really did not think that Sword Art Online would be something that I enjoyed. And as soon as I started watching it, I was like, oh my gosh. Because in a lot of the anime, you don't really ever see, like, the relationships or anything else like that go further than what they, like, seem to be. It's usually like the anime always has, like, the main character, and he always has, like the main female protagonist that's like the sidekick or who's always there and stuff, and it just seems like they should be together or whatever, and they never are. And I was like, man, that's such a, like, waste. And when they do finally get together, it's after a time skip and stuff, and you didn't really see, like, anything that happened to bring them together or anything. And in Sword Art Online, they actually went further with it. They actually showed their characters, like, living, like, their lives if they were stuck inside of this video game. And it was just, oh my gosh, like, I was like, damn, this is something that I really had no, like, I had no idea what Sword Art Online even was going to, like, I didn't know it was going to be that, like, good of a show. And I mean, there's a lot of haters out there. There's people that really don't like it, but I'm not one of those people. I thought it was amazing. And Sword Art Online 3, when that finally comes out, that's going to be amazing. Yeah. Oh, Maggie. That's another really good one that I like. What am I watching currently? I don't think I'm watching anything right now specifically. I just need to go back and finish watching the rest of One Piece because that's still ongoing. Yeah, I'm like 500 episodes. There's like another like 500 episodes to go or something like that because it's been on for years. There's like 16 seasons or something like that. But yeah, I guess that's some more insight into things that I like. I've also like enjoyed, or I used to enjoy Power Rangers. I enjoyed them all the way up until like the current season, or I mean, even though I don't really like the past seasons they had recently, I still ended up watching them just because, like, again, I've been watching Power Rangers since the first season, so that's something. I I watch Pokemon still. I still play the games. Still haven't beaten Sun just because I haven't really like put all my effort into actually playing it consistently. I play it like twice a week or something like that. I still haven't beaten it just because I haven't pushed myself again, like I was saying. Plus, I'm actually trying to raise my Pokemon so that they're powerful, and doing that takes a while. Yes, this video is full of a bunch of different random things, just because I'm trying to like give you guys some insight into more of the things that I like doing throughout my day, or things that I'm interested in, and things you guys might be able to relate to. I know there's a huge base for anime, so if you like anime like me, put some suggestions down in the comments or whatever. Another one that I watched some of the like shorter ones, like the 10 or the 12 episode ones. Those ones are really good. Soul Eater, that's another really good one that I watched recently. Blood Lad, I watched that one. Season 2 is supposed to be coming out sometime, but I mean, sometimes it takes years for these next seasons to come out. Like, it took, 4 years for Attack on Titan Season 2, but I mean, the artwork was phenomenal in it, but it took 4 years to do. And they cut the second season, instead of having 25 episodes, they only had like 12, and they did that so that they could have Season 2 as a short season, and then the other 12 episodes they made into Season 3 so that they wouldn't have to wait another 4 years to drop it. They would wait like another year or something like that and then drop the other episodes, which, if I'm not mistaken, should be sometime soon in like April or May, but I'm not sure on the exact date. So if you're a fan of Attack on Titans, I know you're going to be there waiting for that as well. Yeah. I really like to read as well. I'm reading a book right now called The Fairy Guardian. It was free on the iTunes store, at least the first book in the series. So I'm reading that one right now. And I'm also reading The Magicians by Lev Grossman. I think that's his name. It's based off of the show, or the show is based off of these books. And I really like The Magician's Show. So yeah, I'm reading those. Those are the two books that I'm currently reading, but they're both really good so far. Obviously, I mean, one of my favorite book series of all times is, like, obviously a lot of people say it's Harry Potter, and that is one of my like favorites. But then I've got other ones like Charlie Bone, which is another one that is kind of like the same type of Harry Potter thing, but it's got its own little twists and changes, and it's somewhat different. But like, the kid goes to an academy for kids with abilities or whatever, and yeah, it's a good book series. You should look it up. Charlie Bone book series. Another one that I really liked that I've read is I love Aragon Aragon was such a good series, The Inheritance Cycle. Hopefully, the author, he eventually writes that 5th book, because I can't wait for it. I've been just thinking like, when is he gonna do it? And he keeps saying that there's gonna be a 5th book, and I'm really like anticipating that book as well whenever it gets made. What else? Or what other book series do I like? Oh, House of Night. That's a really good book series. I thoroughly enjoyed that. If you don't know, it basically follows Zoe Redbird and all of her friends that she meets at House of Night. And it's like a vampire type series. What is a vampire series? But it's not like the traditional type of vampires. They don't have to like drink blood or anything like that to survive or anything like that. They don't have to drink blood to survive. So yeah, you guys should give that a look. There's a lot of other book series that I've read that I really enjoy, but I mean those are some of the ones that come to mind, at least, that were my favorites. Oh, another book series that's awesome, I think, is the Hatchet series by Gary Paulson. There's like it's like a 4-book series or something like that, and one of the books that there is actually like like the book splits off into 2 different like sequels. There's one that would have been if the kid had stayed in the wilderness and had to live through winter, and there's one where he actually gets rescued. So I mean, they're both awesome. Yeah, Gary Paulson. Started reading him in elementary school. That's where I first learned about Hatchet. And then when I got older into like high school and stuff, then I really started. I found out that there was other books, and I read those. They're such a like small book that you can read them pretty quick, and the storytelling's pretty awesome in it. So I thoroughly enjoyed them, especially since it's one of the books that I really started reading when I was in like elementary school. So yeah. I'm sorry I took so much time on this video. It's a long one. And whoever stays till the end, I mean, I hope you guys are watching. You guys are liking these videos. I mean, it's just more insight into things that I've done, things that I've read, things that I like. I really like fantasy type of books. Like not like I like them when they're mixed, like a mix of real world with supernatural world or like different dimension things, but they all still relate back to the real world some way. Another book series I started reading but I never actually got to finish was HUD, the 100 Cupboards. That was a really good book series. I read the first 2 books, and something happened, and I never got the 3rd book. Or when I got it from that's what it is. When I got it from the library, I didn't read it within the 2 weeks, and then somebody else had already reserved the book, so I had to give the book back. And by now, I don't really remember everything that happened, so I kind of think I need to go back and reread the whole series. And that's where I'm at. Oh, and Hunger Games, obviously, that was such a good book series. And the movies, oh my god, they're so great. I actually watched the first movie before I read any of the books, and that's what really sparked it. So, the way that I work, the way that my brain works when I'm reading books and things, especially ones that are movies and things that I watched before I read the books, is whenever I'm reading about a character or whatever, my brain always thinks of that actor or whatever in my head. So like for the Aragon series, even though that movie I thought was extremely good when it first came out. Now that I've read the book, I know that there's a lot of plots that they left out, and it's actually not that great of a movie. But I always thought of like Braum as Jeremy Irons, and like the kid, I think his name's Ed Spellner or something like that, as Aragorn and stuff like that. So Fear of the Dragon, I did not actually think of her the same way when I was reading it. But like, whenever I'm thinking of like Harry Potter or something like that, Daniel Radcliffe always pops in my head and stuff like that. So like when I was reading the Hunger Games series, I kept thinking of Jennifer Lawrence as Katniss and Josh Hutcherson as Peeta, and that's just the way that my brain works, I guess, because obviously when you're reading, you're transported to their reality when you're reading it. Or not the reality, but I mean, you're obviously picturing things inside your head when you're reading them. I will be talking more about these things later on, especially. There's a couple of other book series that I've read. There's a lot more books that I've read. I like to read, genuinely. And now that I've been doing the whole food plant-based diet thing, I've been getting, again, my thoughts have been getting clearer and stuff, and I've been reading a lot more again, and I actually stopped reading for a while, and I just recently started doing it again and realized how much I really like it. So, yeah, these are all things that started happening after I gave up all of these things. And I didn't really think of them as a lot of things. I just think of them as 4 food groups. They're not even 4 food groups. They're all animal products, and I mean, I know what they're doing to my body at least, and that's why I'm choosing to live this lifestyle now, so that I'll be more healthy in the future, and so that I have a greater chance at seeing my niece and my nephew grow up one day, meeting somebody and having kids, and just, I think that's kind of like my all-time dream, is basically to eventually become a father and raise kids, become a grandfather, maybe even a great-grandfather. I guess that's one of my ultimate goals in life. So, yeah. I hope you guys stayed with me through this video. If you guys didn't, I completely understand, because it's a long one, and it's just me talking. But if you did and you liked anything I had to say in this video, please give me the thumbs up. If you haven't joined the squad, hit that subscribe button. We're here. We'll welcome you. Again, Snapchat, Raging Robert. I will respond to your messages, whether it be I text you back through the texting part, or I video you, or send you a picture. You will get a response from me if you add my Snapchat. I will add you, because I've been adding everybody. Okay? Any hate or trolls or anybody just trying to talk genuine crap will be blocked. So, I hope you guys are there I hope you guys add me and you guys are there because you genuinely like seeing me and hearing from me, and like being updated about my life and the things I'm going through. And yeah, tomorrow's the start of week 3 and everything's going pretty awesome. So yeah, again, if you like my video, give it a like. If you haven't joined the squad, the Rob Squad, ooh, hit that subscribe button right there. Until the next time, peace.